This isn't my bonnet, by the way. That's why it looks trash. But anyways. Okay. Now first, to start off, I've recorded this video I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times I've recorded this video. This particular video. I can't tell you how many times I've recorded it because there have been two things. I've been overthinking what I want the video to be, whether the 2024 video, which was supposed to be a reflection of my 2024 and 2024 in general, and 2025, which was supposed to be a year where I kind of dished out stuff I want to see from myself and other people. And while I'm making the videos, I'm overthinking. I'm like, I'm not feeling this. I'm saying a bunch of zero. I'm overthinking, and I'm literally just beating myself up in my head the entire time. I'm thinking of a bunch of things, and it's a problem I have when my mind just moves at like 100 kilometers per second in so many different directions. It goes there, it goes there, it goes there, it goes there. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a nice feeling. So I ended up recording a bunch of videos and deleting them. Like, I'm not feeling this video. No one's gonna like this video. The whole thing. But I wanted to get one more video out before a big video I have coming, because I've noticed a trend. I've noticed a trend in my videos, and they tend to be quite long. So I want to make a much shorter video, but I'm probably gonna yap for a bit. So, well, at least I hope not. So let me try to get to the point as quick as possible. I'm going back home tomorrow, and home is Gaborone, Botswana. I'm going back home tomorrow. I've been in Zambia for the whole of December and a big chunk of January. Today's what, January 17th? So I'm going back home tomorrow, and there's a lot of things on my mind. Like my music, the future of my music this year, which I've already said countless times that I'm releasing an EP this year. Now, how much have I worked on that EP while I've been here? Like this much. Unfortunately, like this much. Like, I've barely done anything. I've done like 2%, which is something else that I've been beating myself up over, but I won't even give the time to overthink about. I will sort that out. This year I'm supposed to do something else, which I don't want to say right now. I think I've teased it before, but I don't want to say it right now. I'm supposed to do something else that was supposed to be out either this month or next month. Hopefully I can still do that. I'm supposed to do a bunch of stuff this year. And it's been on my mind the entire time, and I'm like, am I good enough? Am I gonna actually be able to do this? Overthinking, and it stemmed a lot from simple comparison. I've been comparing myself to a lot of people. And if I'm to get personal, and if I'm to get into detail, because I like my channel to be a place of unfiltered feelings, in particular, it's been people like Reggie, Exotic. I see how well he's doing. I see he has a brand new album coming out in March. He makes really good music. He's been doing this for time, and I want to be able to do what he's doing. And when I see him get so much engagement, when I see him do this music stuff so effortlessly, he carries himself like an artist so effortlessly, like he does everything so professionally, effortlessly, and just like, and you can clearly tell that this is someone who, with the right people around him, with the right direction, can go very far in his music career, like very like Grammy type of stuff. Same thing goes for Gatso, another person I've been comparing myself to. Those two are artists that are around my age in Gabs, who are doing exactly what I want to do. Exactly what I want to do. Exactly what I want to do with my music. They have their own shows. Some have won awards. She's won an award. He's been on radio interviews, which one I was there for, I was present for, I was sat right next to him. He and her have done such big things for their age in music in Botswana, and I'm here looking at all of this like, shit. You can't help but not feel intimidated. You can't when you see these things, you can't help but not feel, it's kind of like a world that you can't really break into. You get me? I'm seeing all this stuff and I'm like, well, damn. I tell myself, like I have like two me's in my mind, which is me right now and another me who's like my moral compass or something. And my moral compass is kind of telling me like, damn, you really realize how much of a nobody you are when you put yourself next to certain people. Which is the wrong way of thinking. This is the absolute wrong way to go about things, but it's the truth. That's how I genuinely talk to myself. Another person is Mandipa. Now I'd like to call myself a friend of these guys. I like to call myself a friend, but deep down I don't really feel like a friend. I feel like I'm a fan who kind of like just bothers them. You get me? Not to say that they do anything wrong to me or I'm like not saying they do anything, but that's how I feel whenever I'm talking to them about certain things. I feel like a fan. Like I'm like, I'm like bothering you and I'm asking you about certain things. Because I've asked Gatso about music, I've asked Reggie about music, I've asked Mandipa about stuff outside of music, and because these guys are so experienced in their areas and they've been doing it for like maybe a year, 2, 3, 4, maybe even more, I feel like I'm a Popeye whenever I ask these questions. I feel like so small compared to them, but I at the same time I remember that this is different journeys for everyone. They probably put so much effort and so much work into what they do and so much time that it's unfair for me to compare myself to them when I've done not even half of all that, at least yet. You get me? So comparison, that's one thing that's been killing me the entire time I've been in Zambia. I've been just silently watching, silently seeing, just silently paying attention to these guys' lives. And not that I stalk them, like I'm not there. I don't wake up every morning like, what's Mandipa up to, what's Gatso up to, what's Reggie up to, like but whenever I do come across them on social media, they're posting about these big events that they're handling or going to, they're posting about these new projects and stuff they're doing, church, and that's another thing I'll get into. Let me not overthink it too much. But they're posting and doing all these things, and I'm here sat like a Popeye, not doing what they're doing, and I'm like, So that's one thing. Comparison is one thing that's been killing me, but I'll get over it. Comparison is the last thing I want to be doing this year. The last thing I want to be doing, because comparison puts me in places I don't want to be put into, at least mentally. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just simply telling you what's been on my mind the past month. Another thing that's been on my mind the past month is school. Now, as you all know, I kind of kind of suck at school. Well, I don't really suck. I'll be honest. Again, I'll be unfiltered and I'll be as honest as possible. I just don't try too hard. I think that's the reason I get a lot of 60s and 50s. And, you know, my GPA is like 2.9. It's 2.9 now, by the way. It like increased just a tiny bit. Like I might got some grades that bumped it up a little bit. So, yeah, Mwale. But school's been on my mind a lot because anyway, school's been on my mind a lot because one, uni results came out while I was here, and you know, everyone did so well. Oh, no pass, no retakes. I mean, no subs, no retakes. Oh, 3.7 GPA. Come on, let's go. Hey, you know, everyone did so well. I did okay. I didn't do badly. I did okay, but like yeah. But anyways, yeah, everyone's, you know, doing so. Everyone's talking about distinctions and stuff. IG results came out like yesterday or the day before yesterday, and everyone bots has done really well as well. Like, you know, I saw someone got like A stars in everything. Like, bro, you get me, like, you know. And although I did express in my video earlier, like last month, that school shouldn't be everything and school shouldn't take control of your life, you can't help but feel a certain way when, you know, everyone you hear about is doing so well and so and yeah, they're like, this is what I have, you know. But the school one doesn't bother me as much because I do know I'm gonna do a lot better this coming semester, and I know I'm gonna put a lot more effort in. I'm gonna even go to tutorials. You get me? Like, I'm gonna go to, I know I'm gonna do a lot better this semester, God willing. But I don't feel as bad when it comes to school, because school, yeah, you already know how I feel about school. I don't need to explain myself again. But that's one thing. That's another thing. And another thing is my spiritual life. Like, now, before I bash myself, I want to give myself some grace. There's a lot of big things I've been able to do for myself leading into 2025, and things I hope amplify. You know, what's that song? I was listening to it yesterday. Be magnified. Something. Be magnified. But it was a gospel song. And I've started things. I just hope they're magnified and like amplified and like boosted to 100 in terms of my spiritual life. One thing I did in quiet, although I've been faltering here and there, like my cousins will tell you that, but I've been faltering here and there. But the big decision I've made this year is I've stopped listening to secular music. If you don't know what secular music is music that does not glorify God. In hindsight, or in short, it doesn't glorify God. It doesn't promote God in an ideal way, at least relating to Christianity or something. Or, you know, I hope I got the definition right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, because, you know, I can be a Popeye at times. But I've stopped listening to secular music. You know, my Travis Scotts, my Kanye's, my Kid Cudis, my Weekends, my Chris Browns. I've stopped listening to all of them. I don't remember the last time I listened to them, at least willingly. You know, obviously on TikTok you'll be scrolling and maybe you'll have a Kanye edit or a Travis edit, but I've been doing well with those because I've also been unfollowing a lot of accounts on TikTok and on Insta. You know, I've been pressing not interested, not as much as I should be, but I've been doing it. Like, I've even unfollowed my favorite artists. I've been slowly just pushing them away. You get me? I've been pushing them away, and I hope it stays like that. Even last night, the whole of last night, I literally just played gospel and slept to gospel. Kingdom City gospel in particular. I don't know if you can call that gospel, but yes. So I was listening to that. Like, that's why I got that song just now, the Be Magnified part. I stopped listening to secular music, and you know, I started reading my Bible again. I started journaling again. But in typical Mole fashion, I stopped. I haven't even finished. I just, you know, same thing with prayers. I haven't been praying as much. I've been going to my aunt's house as of late, because she's doing a fast with my cousins, and they pray every time before they break that fast. And the word that we always read, like, we get into prayers and stuff. And also have Monday, every day in Zambia, every Monday we have prayers as a family. So that's been helpful. But in terms of my own, when I'm alone, I haven't been praying that much. I prayed last night, thankfully, but I've been slacking as well. I could be doing so much better. So much better, you know. And in terms of spirituality, and I will do better. I want to make that note. I don't want to be saying that I'm trash or anything. I can do better. And what's good is that I've identified the areas that I can do better in, which relate to social media, you know, hours that I go to sleep, girls, which we will get into. But I've identified the areas that I need to fix up on, and luckily I have some good people with me, like my Church Connect. We have a Church Connect meeting next Wednesday, and I'm really excited to see everyone, because I've missed Botswana so much. I've missed everyone so much. So I'm really excited, and I'm excited about the year 2025. But let me not overthink. Let me get to every point I want to get to. You know, and I'm looking at the timer right now on my phone. This video is already 17 minutes. I didn't want it to be long, but if you care about me, you watch the entire video. If you care about what I have to say, you'll be here. You know, this is my YouTube channel anyways. I shouldn't have to worry about who's gonna watch and stuff. This is my channel. You know, I'm just being me. But anyways, where was I? Yeah. So yeah, I've identified the areas that I want to fix. And if you know, the two things I just mentioned, social media and girls, which kind of intertwine, but I'll get to social media last. Girls. The reason my spirituality and girls come into the same thing is because they intertwine. If I were to explain the biggest reason why my spirituality isn't the way I want it to be, is because I keep letting girls enter my mind. Like, I won't blame the specific girls that I interact with. I'm blaming myself and I was gonna say obsession. I'm not obsessed with girls, but let's just say but girls, man. Now I have a lot of female friends. Well, not a lot. I have good female friends. Nomsa, you know, like she's gonna be. I think she might be happy that I low-key mentioned that. Nomsa's a good female friend of mine. You know, there's Claire. I love her as well. I love Claire. I hope I'm not forgetting it. I'm gonna be crucified. There's Amal. There's I'm forgetting someone. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting people. But please don't. I might be crucified. Oh, but anyway, I have a lot of female friends, and I love them so much because they love me. I think that's why I love them so much. I love them because they love me. I can talk to them about anything. I feel there's a certain comfort you get when you talk to girls about now platonically. I wanna stress this platonically. Naumsa, Claire, Amal, all these other female friends I have, I'm talking about this platonically. They're not the type of girls I'm talking about in the context of girls to the spirituality thing. I'm just getting them out of the way because these are girls in my life that I really love and I value close, because I just love them, man. That's so funny. You know, there's also Malelo as well, who I've started talking to a lot recently, mainly because like of football, and I hate her team and she hates mine, so we've kind of been bonding over that. But the female friends I have in my life, I love them so much because there's a certain comfort I get talking to them, and I feel like it kind of also stems from my insecurity of female validation. Now, I don't think it does hard, but like I don't know. I genuinely talk to I don't think my female friends are what stem from my insecurity of female validation. I think it's the other girls I'm gonna talk about now. But these girls, I talk to them because I genuinely love talking to them, and what we talk about is really nice. And the jokes we make jokes about school, you know, our personal lives, and they give me a lot of advice. I think that's a lot of advice about how to carry myself, my fashion sense, you know. And I just love my female friends. Like, I love you all. Like, you guys do a lot for me, and you may not realize it, but like, I really appreciate all of you. And I hope we talk and see a lot more of each other this year, because like, you guys are actually the best. But those are not the girls I'm talking about when it comes to my downfall. And those are not the type of girls I'm talking about. These are my friends, but those aren't the girls I'm talking about. I'm talking about other girls. Again, this is an unfiltered channel. I'm not gonna quote or beat around the bush. I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I'm pretty sure a good amount of you are adults as well. I'm gonna this is what, the 22-minute mark. I'm gonna put a warning here. Here I get extremely unfiltered. So if you don't wanna, if Auntie Belinda and Mom, Auntie Manga, Auntie Olimila, dad, grown adults, if you're my uncles, aunties, if any of you are watching this is your chance to leave the video, because I'm gonna start saying some parts of my life that you may not be too happy about. But what I will tell you is that these parts of my life are over. They're over, you know, they're over, and I want them to be over. I want them to be over. This is my past. And we're looking forward into the future. I'm done with this, and I want to be done with this, and I'm trying to be done with this, you know. So again, to my aunties, uncles, or any adult that loves me that could be watching this, I'm about to get extremely unfiltered. So you've been warned. But yeah, you can be rest assured that your baby boy is doing better, to do better for himself, for the Lord, you know, living God's will through God's word for him only. So you've been warned. So the type of girls I'm talking about are the girls that you do certain stuff with. Whether it's my girlfriend or a girl that's not my friend, but you still do certain stuff with. Now, again, we're all adults here. Let's not beat around the bush. I have been suffering with sexual immorality for around 2-3 years now. 2-3 years. And yes, I've unfortunately I've had sex before marriage. Unfortunately. And it may look like I'm not being serious, but I'm genuine, because I'm thinking about the reaction I might get from certain people who might not be aware of this. But I'm being serious. Like, I have engaged in sexual activity before marriage, which is a sin. I know it's wrong, but it's the truth. It's the truth. There's no beating. Now, thankfully, it's been safely, but that's still not an excuse. So, because of sexual immorality and, you know, having sex before marriage, doing certain things with girls that I shouldn't be doing, it's ruined a lot of my perception on females, and a lot of the relationships I've had with females. It's ruined a lot of that, you know. there have been certain girls where I've been in relationships with, and the foundation of our relationship is solely built on sexual immorality. So much so that when we're not engaging in sexual immorality, we're not engaging in these, sinful activities, the relationship is like non-existent. It's dead, at least to me. And unfortunately, there's some girls that have had to suffer from this because of me. You get me? Like, I haven't been a good person to them because of this. Like, I end up not caring about the relationship. I end up not caring about them. I end up wanting one thing, and once that one thing is over, you're just another person to me. And and the girls I'm talking about might be watching this video and thinking, this guy is a real piece of something. And I'm not going to lie, or at least I like to think that I was, and I like to think that that's all in the past now. But it's something I've been suffering with for some time, and I hope it's something that ends and is left behind from 2024 moving backwards. And I've been thinking to myself, when I get back to boards, I really want to make a stamp and really not entertain any females for the rest of 2025, for my sake and for their sake. You get me? For both of I'm saving both of us. I'm killing two birds with one stone by simply avoiding relationships, because let's face it, I'm not ready for a relationship. There's so much, not so much, but there's a lot wrong with me spiritually, so much so that I can't put myself into a relationship and take someone else down with me. I've already done that twice, and it's something that I really want to get rid of. But because that sexual immorality stems a lot from social media. Now, before I get into the social media part, again, I do want to let people know that this was not me anymore. And in relation to the sexual immorality, it's not me anymore. I don't want it to be me. I think I've already apologized to all the girls that I've done wrong to. Or maybe one I haven't. But she's also not an angel herself. But let me not say anything. Anyway, the sexual immorality and all that a lot of it stems from social media. Now, social media is the last point I wanted to talk about in this video. I'm not sure if I've said everything in the way I want to say it, because I'm now reaching the 28-minute mark, and I've just realized this is gonna be another long video. But I wanted to talk. I wanted to get stuff off my chest, and social media is the final point I want to talk about, because social media is arguably what breeds every single feeling that I've been feeling and overthinking for the past month. Comparison, lust, insecurity. A lot of it comes from social media, from Instagram, from TikTok, from Twitter, from WhatsApp. A lot of it comes from there, because you're constantly seeing people your age doing much more than you, seeing people your age show a lot of parts of their bodies that they shouldn't be showing. You see a lot, and it makes you think a lot, and it makes you do a lot, unfortunately, to yourself and to others. People aren't true to themselves on social media. You say a lot of things that aren't you. You post all these motivational quotes, all these Bible scriptures, but you're doing A, B, C, and D behind the scenes. You get me? You're doing all this stuff behind. You're having sex behind the scenes. Not to say that anyone's a perfect Christian, but you're doing this not even feeling bad about it. You get me? You're hurting people behind the scenes. You're being fake to people behind the scenes. You know? You claim to be this, but you're that. And that's a big problem I have with social media. You aren't who you say you are. You're who you want people to see you as. And I've seen that happening to me from time to time. Now, I'd like to think that on social media, for the most part, I am who I say I am. I don't put up a front. You get me? I don't try to be someone else. You know? For example, on Football Talk, I'm a goofball. I've done a lot of goofy stuff. I think the problem I had with that group, Football Talk, for the longest time, is that I tried so hard to be someone that I was not. I tried to be Likkle. I tried to be Joy. I tried to be Kusta. I tried to be... who else? I've tried to be these guys, you know? I've tried to be them and act like Carl. I've tried to be them. I've tried to act like them, talk like them, be like them. But it just never clicked. It never worked with them or me eventually. So I kind of embraced being the goofball that I was. I've said a lot of things. I've done a lot of funny things that can't really allow me to be more than who I am. Well, obviously your past can't define you, but like, I've accepted that I'm a certain type of person. I'm a goofball. So I embraced being a goofball. For the longest time, I didn't like being a goofball. I didn't like being looked at as a goof. Not being taken seriously, you know? But I've kind of accepted that that's kind of who I am. I'm kind of meant to be that comedic relief. You get me? And embracing it has made me feel a lot more better about myself. You know? Because I realized that social media is not real life. It's not a real place. A lot of the stuff that's done and said on there is not reality, and that's the problem I have with it. You tend to think that this person is so much of this, so much of that, when in reality there's a chance they might not be any of that. You know? It's fake. Social media is fake, and that's what I hate so much about it. A lot of it isn't even real. So who am I to start beating myself up and feeling so crappy about myself for on lives that are not mine, people's lives that I have not lived, things I have not gone through, things I have not done, to then now start devaluing my life and things that I've done, I've actually done, actually said. You know? I hope you're getting my point. Who am I to start killing myself over this? You get me? And that's why I get so angry at people who post almost every single second of their lives on Instagram, because on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or WhatsApp. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with posting your life on these apps, because that's what these apps are for, sharing your personal experiences and your life and stuff. But where it becomes your lifestyle, where it becomes your everything, where you can't hang out with your friends without pulling out your phone, you can't read your Bible without pulling out your phone, you can't go to church without constantly needing to pull out your phone, you can't do anything without pulling out your phone, you can't put your phone down for 1 hour. Your church is like maybe an hour or two. You can't put your phone down for just that 1 hour. You're going to hang out with your friends for the entire evening. You can't just leave your phone down. You can't just put your phone away and actually enjoy the moment, rather than take pictures of what you're doing with your friends and then maybe try to make it seem like you're enjoying yourself more than you actually are, for other people to see. Why do you want other people to see? Why do you have to show other people that you're having a good time? Why can't you just have a good time? Why do you constantly have to show others who you are? Just be who you are. It's so draining to have to constantly update people and show people that you seem to be living this life instead of actually living the life. Where your phone becomes so much of a part of you that you can't function without it. Now, I love my sister. My sister is like amazing. You know, I love my sister, but even when I see her on her phone so much or on social media so much, I think to myself, can you genuinely not do anything without your phone? Like, I don't want to bash her because she's not the only example. There's a lot of examples I could give, but you know, I'll keep that to myself for safety. But she's the only one I can say without, you know, any really backlash. I mean, I'll get backlash, but it'll be 2 seconds. But she's just an example. But there are a lot of people who are worse. There are a lot of people who I know personally, who I follow on what I have on my WhatsApp contacts personally. People I follow on Instagram personally. There are people I know. There are people who know me. There are people I know on a personal level who are much worse. Much worse. Everything you do, you post. Everywhere you go, you post. Every single second of your life, you're posting something. And I'm like, can you not put your phone down for like a day? A day. You know? Like, that's the problem I have with social media going into 2025. And that's some advice I want to give to people who are just like me, who are thinking just like me, or maybe you want to change their perspective on it. Put your phone down. Put your phone down. That's one thing I want to say. Put your phone down. It's not running anywhere. You're not missing out on anything crazy. You don't have to post every single thing you're doing in your life, all the goals you have, every single way, everywhere you go, all the family meetings, all the family outings you have, all the friend outings. You don't need to post every 2 seconds of it. How about you just put your phone down and actually just try enjoying the moment? Do you know? Whenever I'd go play FIFA with my boys, like Joy, Likkle, Anesu, Munashe, you find, like, of all the times we've hung out with each other, there's a handful of videos and pics we have from that. We've hung out with each other a lot. Last year, we hung out with each other a lot. But there's only maybe a handful of videos, a handful of pictures that we captured. From all those 2,000 hangouts, there's maybe like 20 videos. 2,000 hangouts. Now, obviously, I'm over exaggerating, but 2,000 hangouts and like 20 videos. 20 videos / pictures. The entire time we're actually enjoying ourselves. We're laughing genuinely, not faking it for the camera. We're laughing at each other genuinely. We're enjoying each other. We're enjoying each other's presence genuinely. We're spending time with each other genuinely. We're buying, we're eating, we're going around doing random errands together genuinely. No one's phone is out. No one's recording everything to say, hey guys, check, I'm with my guy here. We're over gonna do this like my nigga. And again, I'll be unfiltered. This is mainly with the girls. This is mainly with females. You rarely see guys doing that type of stuff. It's mainly with girls. Put your phones down, niggas. Put them down. Like, bro, it's enough. But yeah, just to end off, this is a lot of stuff I wanted to get off my chest, but I didn't know exactly how to get it off my chest. There's a lot of problems I have with myself and a lot of problems I have with other people that I hope to see change in 2025. You get me? 2025, I said in one of my other recordings, I feel like there's a common collective, it's a common consensus that everyone can agree upon. And I feel like everybody, especially my age demographic, my age from like 20, 21, 22, 23, 19, around there. I feel like around that age, all kind of collectively agreed, mentally, silently, that 2025 is low-key a make or break year for us. It's low-key a make or break year because we've all at the same time realized that, yes, maybe we may have been serious with our lives in the past, but 2025 is low-key the year to be the most serious we've ever been. In terms of discipline, spirituality, our relationships, our personal growth, our goals, our academics. Do you know, a lot of us are finishing school, a lot of us have finished school, a lot of us are starting school. And to put it short, my message to everyone is that at first, if you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, if you're, what other religion exists? If you're Hindu, if you're Jewish, if you're all that, I want you to put your spirituality first. Because if you're guided by your spirituality, if you put God at the center of everything, if you put your God, whichever God you pray to, if you put your God first, and if you put your life in His hands and live your life by His will, everything will fall into place. I know it's a lot easier said than done, because I am a victim myself of neglecting my Bible, neglecting God, going on with my day without praying, and it's led me back to these same sins that I've been talking about in this video. But if you put your God at the center of everything, then everything will fall into place the way it should. That's the first thing I want to tell people who will see this video. In 2025, God should not be put first. God should not be put first, but centrally. Don't put Him here first, and then you put Him here, God first, and then you go and then do everything. No, put Him at the center of everything. If you're doing something, God, it needs to be surrounded by, whatever you're doing has to have God at the center. God has to be surrounded by everything you're doing, in the center. In your academics, He should be central. For me, with my music, with my YouTube, going into this year, He should be central. What I'm doing should have Him in mind. That's what I mean by central. Don't say, God pray that I'm successful and blah, 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 and then go. No. Whatever you're doing should be godly oriented. You think, is this something that can genuinely benefit the children of God, including me? Is this something I can see benefiting people around me in a good way, in a positive light? That's something you should think about. And 2, put your phone down. Number 1 was put God first this year. Number 2 was put your phone down. You are breeding room for comparison. You are breeding room for insecurity. You are breeding room for disappointment. You are breeding room for error. Keyword is if. You are breeding all these negative things if social media is a drug of yours. Now, it may be a drug of yours and you just don't know it yet, but you are breeding room for a lot of error if you make social media your lifestyle. Now, don't get me wrong, as a content creator, it is different. I want to specify. Content creator, of course, you're gonna need to promote your content. You're gonna need to record yourself the same way I am doing right now, which is fine. I even said there's nothing wrong with posting these things, these elements to our lives that we, there's nothing wrong with it. But whereby you make it a consistent and constant thing in your life to have social media in whatever you do, whatever you are doing, social media, you have to pull out your phone to record or do. That's where the problem is, because already you're a slave to social media and you just don't know it yet. Again, I'm also guilty of this, maybe not as much as you girls, but I'm guilty of similar things. But it's something, again, I need to stop, you need to stop, we need to stop. Put God first, put your phone down, and put your goals at the forefront. As I mentioned before, this being my channel and all, there's a lot of stuff I want to do this year, music-wise. Visual-wise. There's a lot of projects, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Brand-wise. There's a lot of stuff I want to do for myself and for others. I'm not going to go into detail, because do first, talk later. But there's a lot of stuff I want to do this year. Put God first, put your phone down, and put your goals at the forefront. No, put God centrally. Put God centrally, put your phone down, and put your goals at the forefront. If you focus on simply connecting with your God, staying as far away from social media as possible, only when you need it. Use social media. Again, for content creators, we kind of need, as creatives, you kind of need social media. but that's in a different context. Unless you need to use it, stay as far away from it as possible and put your goals at the forefront. Your goals should be the only thing that you focus on apart from God this year. Me personally, no girls this year. I pray and hope there's no girls this year. There's no more sexual immorality until I'm a married man. No goals. No girls. None of that. Just straight school, books, God, music, and YouTube, and a lot more if that may come. But that's it from me. Those are the only things I want to focus on this year. There's a lot of insecurity, a lot of, sin that I want to leave in my past, leave behind. There's a lot of behaviors I want to leave. There's a lot of people I want to leave behind. I haven't mentioned that. There's a lot of people I do not want to interact with a lot this year. But that's it. This video is 46 minutes long. With editing, it's probably gonna be 50 to an hour, but I don't care. If you wanna hear from me, you'll watch the video. But anyways, speaking of social media, I hope I've already promoted everything. I hope I put my Insta and TikTok and everything and YouTube there, because I also want to say a big thank you to everyone. I want to say a thank you to Carl and Melissa. They reached out to me yesterday because I did express on my TikTok that I've been killing myself a lot as of late, but I want to thank both of them because they both reached out to me individually and they gave me a lot of good advice and some good examples on how to keep going. So I appreciate you too. And yeah, man, I hope I'm not missing anything. I think I've said everything. I think I've said pretty much everything. Like, take care of yourselves, guys, in 2025 and be your biggest cheerleader. Because a lot of people are not gonna give two damns about what you're doing. A lot of people are not gonna care. And that's okay. It's okay because you care, and that's all that matters. As long as you care enough, as long as you love yourself enough, you'll be fine, bruh. You'll be fine. I've managed to hit 59 subscribers because I cared about myself and others gradually cared about me as well. I have nearly 100 streams on the song, which the more I listen to that song, the more I kind of cringe because I'm starting to hate hearing my own voice on songs. But I managed to get nearly 100 streams there. My videos are getting a lot more views than anticipated. Like, I got 200 and something views on the university video, bro. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. But like, damn, you get me? Like, yeah. So I managed to do a lot because of loving myself, trusting myself, and being authentic. I'm trying to bring back a feeling of authenticity to YouTube, to music, to content creation. A lot of it is fake, like I mentioned before. A lot of people don't enjoy what they're doing. A lot of people put on a front for the sake of views, but that's not me. I say what's on my mind and I say what I feel will connect and will be enjoyed by people who are just like me. So yeah, man. I have another video coming out, another lengthy one. It's gonna be documenting the time I've spent in Zambia. I've done a lot of fun stuff with my family, so I'm gonna put that in there. It's also gonna be another lengthy video. I feel like lengthy videos are my thing now because I don't say or get my point across in just 20-15 minutes. Look, the video is damn near an hour now, but anyway, I hope you get what I mean. I hope you all have an amazing 2025, God-filled, God-blessed, and progressive from beginning to end. I hope we all make it to the end with our families. I hope we all achieve the goals we want to achieve, and I hope we all help each other. That's another thing. I hope we all help each other. I don't want us to just watch each other have success and just be like, oh, congrats there, congrats there. I also don't want to watch each other have failures and just be, oh. And I knew it was you. I knew it was you.
Look at this. It's like a seed cover.
Come and say I.
It's like a navy blue seat cover. You can go on our couch.
Come and say I do all the promotion.
But navy blue doesn't match.
You do all the promotion you wanna do.
Hey guys. Hey, damn it. Anyways, hey guys. Welcome back to Molly's YouTube channel and stuff. What's the video about?
I don't even. I've just been yapping like 2025 and stuff and 2021 and stuff.
Guys, 2024 will not be missed and stuff. Like, we're so ready to dive. My roots are really growing in. But anyways, yeah, 2024 will not be missed. Like, and I know a video titled 2024 will not be missed. It's actually on my YouTube channel, guys. Link in bio. Yeah, I know right now we're not looking the same. I'm very light-skinned. I'm Molly's like black. So like, yeah guys, just respect him and his skin tone. He went through a rough time. We kind of like burned him when he was a child, and the scales haven't fallen off like from the burn. You can kind of see them here. He says they're like chin hairs, but like it's actually burnt. Yeah guys, anyways, I woke up in a great mood today. I'm watching It Ends With Us right now, and I love romance. So like, if Molly doesn't fall in love in the next 5 years, I've already accepted like defeat. So like, yeah guys, if you're like serious, hit his line. Actually no, not this year. He doesn't want to do girls this year. Not do girls. He doesn't want. Anyways, try again next year, like January 1st 2026. Please guys, like please, I'm in a rush. I don't have any nieces and nephews and stuff like direct. My roots are black. Anyways guys, yeah, I'm gonna go like get ready for the day, because like, actually no, I'm gonna go finish watching It Ends With Us. It's so like peak, guys. Yeah, make sure you watch It Ends With Us as well. Like, link in bio guys, link in bio. And follow my TikTok, link in bio. Follow my Instagram, the link is in my bio. Follow my Twitter. No, don't follow my Twitter. That's my sacred haven. You can't know how I think. Yeah guys, like enjoy the video and whatnot. Like, comment, subscribe.
I'm wrapping up. That's how long the video is.
Damn it. Oh, anyways guys, at the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, like Molly's at what, 52? 59 entire subscribers. Only 40 more human beings and he'll be at 100 subscribers.
I'll be at 99.
Guys, unsubscribe. It's really not worth it. Like, tap out. Like, I'm telling you now, you're not supposed to be here. Go. This is your sign to unsubscribe. Anyways guys, bye guys and stuff. Molly, see this here. Oh my goodness. Also, Molly doesn't like bath and stuff, guys. Like, please talk to him about that. Bye guys.
Yeah, whatever I was saying, I've forgotten about it, but yeah guys, yeah. Oh yeah, I have a video coming. Forgive me, I just woke up. Anyway, I have a video coming sometime maybe end of Jan, and it's gonna be another lengthy video. It's gonna be talking about my time in Zambia and everything, and yeah. After that, hopefully we get a lot more music stuff, and yeah man, yeah, yeah, bye.